Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to SSH into an Amazon EC2 instance using Windows PowerShell. I know this is a little different from the other videos on my channel, but it's usually a very interesting fact that I was surprised not many people knew about. So here's my AWS Management Console. Let me go into EC2 and I will provision a instance. Here we are. Let's launch an instance. I'll just take the basic Amazon Linux AMI. Don't need to do a lot of configuration. One kind of key thing, of course, I think everybody knows, or if you don't, let's go back twice, is to make sure that the auto-assigned public IP, if your subnet allows it, it needs to be enabled either way. So if your subnet setting by default allows it, that's great. If not, make sure just that this says enabled. Because you can't SSH into an instance if you don't have public IP. Next, for the security group, I'll just use this open security group that allows HTTP and HTTPS and SSH. Open to it's open to the internet, and SSH is allowed on port 22. Let's review and launch. Here we go. The next thing is make sure you have your key pair. In this case, I do have my Ireland key pair, so I'll click this. The cool thing about this type of way of SSHing into an instance while this loads, let's just refresh this, what's pending, is that you can SSH into your instance without relying on PuTTY in any way. So you have to make no transformation of your keys. You just need to know where they are. So in this case, I know, let me pull it up on another screen. I know that this is my key pair with PEM. I made no changes to it. I just knew where it was beforehand. That's why I didn't make a new one. So now that my instance is running, what I do is I pull open a new PowerShell. Here we go. So here's PowerShell. So there's only two things you actually need in order to do this. First, you need the location, the full path of where your key is stored, and the public IP address. And of course, you need to have your your EC2 instance has a security group that allows access, SSH access. So the command is pretty simple. So it's SSHI, which is the authorization or identification parameter, and then you pass it the location of your key pair. So in this case, I know my full key pair is located here, Ireland KP new.pem. And then, of course, just the normal values that you need. So this is EC2-user at, and then the IP address of the instance. Then you'll get this screen that says, are you sure you want to continue? Just type yes. And then you'll see, voila, I'm SSH'd into my Amazon EC2 instance without actually having to use PuTTY or the PuTTY generator. So let's just clear this. So you can see there that I can do whatever I normally would do, so maybe like a sudo update, something like this. You can see I have access to my, in this case it doesn't really matter, but you can see I have access to my EC2 instance, so now I can start developing or do whatever I want. I hope this video is helpful for everyone. My next video, I think I'll show you how to use the Python virtual environment within an EC2 instance, so you don't have to, normally people are used to doing things on Anaconda, but when you're doing things within maybe an EC2 instance, you might want to consider the Python virtual package manager, and I think I'll make that in my next video. If anyone has any comments or concerns about this, please let me know, and feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.